Hi, my name is Aya. This is my self-evaluation presentation. Let's begin. So my client name is Kathleen Smith. She's 82-year-old woman. She lives in Margate, Florida. She's a widow, retired paramedic. She is socially active at the senior center, and she also has a friend named Marge and her grandson named John. Excuse me. So Kathleen came in with a problem that her friend had a concern that her grandson is taking advantage of her money and spending all of her money. So she came in. As we started talking, I noticed that she is emotional stress and she has difficult having boundaries with her grandson because she feels bad for him and she has a fear of cutting off her grandson. And if she does, she fears that he will be homeless because he has no job and no money to rely on. So this is my eco map, and I am my genogram, and I use attended listening to build trust and create a safe environment for my client to share about her family and close things around her. And I use closed-ended and open questions for other information that I would need. And let's play the video.
He
He
passed
passed
away
away
about
about
8 years
8 years
ago,
ago,
so
so
I
I
would
would
say
say
2017.
2017.
Okay. And did he pass away from any illness or just a
It
regular?
was just
Okay.
old
Old
age.
age.
And how
And
long
how
have
long
you
have you
guys
guys
been
been
married
married
for?
for?
We've been
We've been
married
married
for
for
63
63
years.
years.
So
So
what year
what
do
year
you
do you
think
think
that
that
is?
is?
That would
That would
be
be
It was a
it was a
long
long
time,
time
wasn't
ago.
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Do
it
you
was
think it
like
was like
in the
in the
1940s?
1940s?
I would
I
say
would say
1960,
1960
About
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 1960s.
1967.
1967.
And
And
your
your
husband's
husband's
name
name
was
was
George.
George.
George. And did you
And
guys
did you
have
guys
any
have any
kids?
kids?
We
We
had
had
one
one
child.
child.
It was
It was
a
a
boy.
boy.
His name
His
is
name is
Jordan.
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 Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is
is
also
also
unfortunately
unfortunately
just him living with me.
Okay, and he has no job or anything?
No, he just got kicked out of his
one
own
of the
home, so
skills
I'm
that
trying
I
to help him
used
get
with
back on his
Grandson
feet.
was during
Do you
our
think
first
that he's
meeting
open
that
to
we
getting a
had, and
job,
I
or is he comfortable
used
living off of you?
He's not really
confrontation.
open right now. He's in kind of a dark spot, which is
As
why
I
I'm
was
helping him out.
gathering and
Okay.
really
He just kind of
talking
like
about
keeps
the
to
issues
himself
she
in his
had
room.
and why she
Okay.
came in, she told
And
me
so
that
you
her
came in
friend
today.
recommended
What
her
is
to
your
come
goal that you want
because
to
her
see?
son is taking
And
advantage
do you
of
want
her
us to
money.
help your grandson get
And
on
I
his feet?
asked the
Do you
questions
want
I
to
need to
be
ask just to make sure
independent?
I got the
Because
whole
even though you're
picture.
old, you still have
But
like a long life, and you do want to spoil
I saw
yourself
that
before
she
you
gives
you
him
pass
the money.
away,
He
and
doesn't steal
take
the
care of
money. He
yourself.
comes to ask
Whatever
her
you
for the
want, you
money,
can.
yes,
You don't have
but
to worry about money.
she has no problem giving
So
him.
your money is
So
important. It should be important to you.
I confront her and I asked her, if you have no problem with that, then what is your goal here for coming here? And you're gonna see in the video that I wished I would just ask her that question, stay silent, but I kept talking. I'm like, do you want us to do this? You want us to do that? You want us to do this? And I just wish next time that I would give her the chance to talk. So let's play it.
Him living with me.
Okay. He has no job or anything?
No, he just got kicked out of his own home, so I'm trying to help him get back on his feet.
Okay. Do you think that he's open to getting a job, or is he comfortable living off of you?
He's not really open right now. He's in kind of a dark spot, which is why I'm helping him out. He
Okay.
just kind of like keeps to himself in his room.
Okay. And so you came in today. What is your goal that you want to see? And do you want us to help your grandson get on his feet? Do you want to be independent?
So one of the treatment plan that we came up, the long-term plan was to regain financial stability and establish boundaries with her grandson. So, and another long-term goal that we had was to continue attending senior center and engaging community because she was very stressed and um, that was the one thing that she mentioned that she really did enjoy and did take her mind off like a lot of things. So we told her, we talked about, keep continuing that and, anytime just like do your like routine and the stress will like go away eventually. So her grandson was taking money, not taking money, but just living off of her. So we came up with four objectives, and that is to review monthly expenses and income with social worker, to speak with grandson about borrowing and job search, to organize stability and confidence, and to collaborate with grandson in a family session. And she was very open about that, to have a one-on-one with her grandson, and then maybe she'll come in and then we can like figure out like is there something deeper with her grandson not getting a job or anything. So that was one thing she did specifically wanted, and we were on that track. So the treatment goal for the risk of social isolation due to withdrawal from senior center, because uh, that money was going to her grandson, which was a lot. So one of the objectives that we wanted to do is to attend senior center at least once a week. And my job as a social worker was to financial assistant for senior center fees, because it was a lot of fees that she had to pay, and she didn't have that money a lot because she was taking care of her and her grandson. So, and we identified three outside individuals for support too. um, so my assessment summary was Kathleen is um, very strong. She lost um, her her son in the army, and then she also lost her daughter-in-law, which is John's mom. She lost her husband. So it was very hard, and I understand why she would be so supportive to help her grandson financially and take care of him because he is the only family that she has. And I think that she was fear to have conflict with him and the social withdrawal because she has no one but her friend and John. So we needed for Kathleen is empowerment, great boundaries, and just be financial um good, like so this is what I learned doing this assignment and just being in the class. The major strengths that I tried to display as a social worker. So when I was working with the client, I tried to show empathy, but with clear structure. My client Kathleen was worried about both her grandson's well-being and her own safety. So I tried to balance emotional support with planning, allowing her to feel understood and this is valid of what you're feeling and it's okay to feel, confident in both like having two different choices and with planning and during the treatment plan we understood and she understood herself. Also while working with the client I showed another strength and that's development sensitive. I did my best to speak and communicate style to her age and life experience. I try not to judge and I try not to add gas on um, fire. So she was going through a tough time. I have a grandma. She's close to age to Kathleen, so I felt like I knew how um, to understood her, to talk to her, to reassure her that, you know, good for you for coming here. Don't feel bad. And this does not mean that you're against your grandson. This is just you need him to be on his own. And I like the conversation that we had, and I felt like we we were just like talking like she was like just granddaughter to grandma, like that conversation. So it was easy to communicate with her no matter what the age difference was. So, what can I make for my own improvements and interviewing clients? Um, I think it would be to improve on something such as specifically asking like open-ended questions just for the client um, to give more information instead of close interrelationships. Or there was another thing that I really wanted to try and work on more is having a flow. Like instead of me thinking about what the next question is, I already have my next question and I'm still active listening to what she's telling me instead of me listening and like, oh my god, what am I supposed to ask her now? Oh my god, what am I supposed to do now? Oh my god, should we just silence? Like I want it to be like a flow, like I know what to say. And that's another issue that I wish was to allow more silence, to give the client more time and to um, be more comfortable and reflect. So that was one thing I wanted to work on. Mhm. So my overall approach um, on my work with a client was I always don't want to solve problems for a client. I want to empowerment them and not feel like they need to do one, two, three. I feel like It's their decision, the balls is in their course, it's their life. I'm here just to guide you, to give you resources to plan for you. But seeing a 82-year-old woman wants her power back, I felt like empowerment by her more than she feels empowerment, because I'm like, yes, you should have your power back. So the approach was to encourage the client, the fear that she has, rather than pushing them away. She needs to take action so she can open to explore boundaries and financial safety, and encourage her to continue engagement in her social support. I did learn about personal interviewing skills, that my interviewer skills, that I can be warm, I can be patient, I can be open. I try to build trust from day one. I learned that I am structured in like a robot in the assessment approach while doing the biopsych. Um, I feel that I can support the client and listen while the client would, like, for example, when I was asking them a question on the bio, like there will be like a lot of questions I will ask them, and the information that they gave me, especially with Kathleen, that she would give me, I would listen, jot down, and then move on to the next question. I didn't do more open-end questions to find out more about the answer she gave me, and I wish I can um, listen to what the answer instead of me moving quickly to the next questions quickly. So I am trying to figure to work on balance, structure, and being flexible, like with time, and like, I feel like I could have gotten way more information about her if I just slow down a little bit. So I did have feelings experience during the interview. I felt concerned for Kathleen's emotional health. I wouldn't say that I saw fear in her eyes, because I just feel like I seen fear in her eyes as that she think that her grandson would be upset from her and that she would lose him. And I understood that and I admired that a lot, because I felt like she was protecting her grandson and she feels bad for him and she doesn't blame him or feel betrayed by him and all, and I like applaud that. So my ongoing learning needs, I did not know. So I knew there was a CPS. I really did not know there was a adult protective service for, especially for elder abuse, and I did not know that until I worked with Kathleen, and I'm like, wow, I did not know that. So this area did help me to interview earlier and effectively work with adult protective service when needed. Um, I want to motivate the clients that have mixed feelings. For example, my client Kathleen she had mixed feelings about setting boundaries, showed me that value is more deep. My skills is to support clients who are stuck with two difficult choices. Maybe I can guide them better, and maybe I should reassure them that you don't need to choose. You can have both. You just need to find a way in the middle. And also to improve documents. My ego map had Kathleen in the circle as for my client, and then my genogram had another, I think it was Caitlin, I don't know, and my genogram. So I made some few mistakes on there. So in the future, I would double check, maybe triple check everything before submitting that. Okay, so I did have growth over the semester. Over the semesters, I have became more confident in my interview skills. Like I think I like really did improve in the beginning of the semester. As I entered the course, I just wanted to know the information rather than just not understanding. But at the end of the course, I really did understand and gather information on the skills, and I feel like I had got them spot on. So I did have growth and improved. I am able to show empathy, and I did not know that I can guide sensitive conversations without overwhelming the client. Um, and I can help the client have realistic treatment goals. And I think if you look on the treatment, those were realistic and that had nothing to do against going against the grandson. So that was realistic.